Good morning, family. We have a busy day today. I don't know where Mom went, but I hear her. She's coming back, I think. This is Osu. He's running away. I don't know where Ivory went. Where's Ivory, Dad? This is Osu, right here. Say hi, Osu. He's right here. And like we sing, and we have a busy day today. And let's say today is like hosting. This is laying in the dirt. There goes Mom. Here.
Good morning, family. Well, apparently I am late to the party today. Ryan was already out here working on schooners. He's got everybody fed, so all I have to do is move them. I was putting the baby down for her first nap and just cleaning up the house a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna get these schooners moved. We've got to get cows moved today. I've got one of the little guinea Keets has a bit of a splay leg issue, so I'm gonna try and like tape it together and see if that works. I've never done that before, so we'll see, but people all over the internet do it, so I suppose it should work today. Yeah, so regular chores, I gotta get cows moved, and yeah, fix the little guinea chick. I think that's it. Ryan is going into town later this afternoon. The dogs have their follow-up appointment just to make sure that we got rid of all of those intestinal parasites that they were dealing with, and he is going to be picking up some fencing for a project that we have coming up. We are actually getting ready, fingers crossed, to get a breeding sow, and so we are going to build a run for her in the barn. She's getting close to farrowing, so we're going to build a run for her in the barn with access to her pasture outside, but hopefully she'll farrow in the barn. That way we don't have to worry about, you know, little piglets running around and that kind of stuff. So he's going to go pick up fencing for that today, and hopefully we can get to that project in the next couple of days. But basically it's just kind of a regular day on the farm. I'm moving animals around, so come along with us and we'll get to work.
Hello for me. We are 6.
I'll forget one.
Feed them food like this. And then stick their hand out like this. They're going to eat it. Emma, just put it on the ground right here. And that's it. That's it, Emma. Keep the rest in here. Okay? Oh, and then when you're...
Say goodbye to the chickie.
Bye. I've both chicken. No.
No, go over there. I know, but I don't want her to kick you, okay? Because she can kick.
I'm a bad. Hey, Mommy, I'm a bad. No,
Emma, stay over there, please. Go. Go. Come on. Some days, toddlers are a lot of fun to have on the farm. And we love having them work with us. I did. Other days, they're not that great to have on the farm. And I wish that we could do something else besides having them with us. Just for that day. Not like all days in general, but just for that day. I don't know. I mean, we all have our days, right? And there are just some days that they are just not happy with anything that we are doing. But it is what it is. We live with it, and usually after a snack or lunch or a nap, everybody is much better. So today is one of those days. We're gonna work through it and just do what we do. I guess my point is that if you are homesteading or farming and you have your littles in tow, or even your bigger littles, because we all know the amount of drama that comes in that age range, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's ugly storm clouds. And it's okay. It's all right if your day isn't this peaceful mecca that you expect it to be. We all have our days, even little ones, and sometimes things don't always work out the way that we want them to during that day. So those are the kind of days that you just get the bare minimum done, you get the basics done, and you try again another day. Because honestly,
walk.
Can you say hello?
Or you walk.
Okay, can you say hello first?
No, I already walk.
Can you say hello, Farmily?
No.
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 Why not?
Because you pick me up.
I did pick you up.
Or you walk.
And I'm walking. So are you going to say hello, Farmily?
Or you pick me up.
I did. Can you say?
Walk.
Can you say hello, Farmily?
Walk, Mama.
I'm walking, Emma. I see you. All right, well, I am out here at the top of the hill. The farm is actually, you can't see it, but it's right in this vicinity. So I am out here at the top of the hill getting ready to move the cows in this direction, actually away from the main part of the farm. We're moving them across this hillside and down, and then they'll wrap around and come up over by the dairy barn. They're gonna hit the other back hillside, I think. It just depends on how much green we have and when we're gonna hay. They came out a couple days ago and checked the grass to see when we should hay. He said maybe another week or two, depending on how much rain we get and all that kind of stuff. So we're just kind of moving along, and whatever is left that we haven't grazed that's available to hay, we've got at least 4 big pastures, probably close to 15 acres, maybe close to 20 acres that can be hayed. So hopefully we'll get a significant amount. Unfortunately, we just haven't had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks, so the grass just hasn't grown a ton. But we did get a good rainstorm, not last night, but the night before. So I think, you know, these couple of warm days that we're gonna have will really help that grass pop. And then maybe we'll get some more rain coming up this weekend. So fingers crossed for rain and grass to grow. But in the meantime, the cows are waiting. They're hungry. They're ready to move. So I'm gonna get them moved across. And yeah, I got to mark my corners and then run my wire and we'll be good to go. As of right now, when moving cows, I just keep using that term, cows. Beef, I don't know, cows. They're freaking cows. They're bovines, they're cows. Anyways, moving cows, I just know I'm going to get a bunch of comments. Those aren't cows, they're steers and whatever. I don't care. They're cows, okay? If you see cows on the road, you don't say, oh, there's bovines. You say, there's cows. So I'm going to move the cows, and as of right now, with my kind of routine and setup, it takes me about an hour to put up a paddock and take down the old paddock. So that's not bad to move these guys around. It's pretty easy. It's pretty basic. I've kind of got like a system. So I just got my corner post in down here at the bottom of the hill. Unfortunately, this hillside, I don't know if you can see how steep it is. This hillside is too steep and to get the quad down here. Well, I don't know, maybe somebody could, but I'm not comfortable doing it. So, especially being out here alone. So I have to do all of this by hand, which stinks, but hey, at least I get some exercise, right? So I'm gonna walk back up this hill and grab posts and then come all the way back down. These guys didn't even wait for me to get the camera set up before they started moving across. I love that they have basically figured this out and move across with almost no problem. There's usually just a couple that may be laying down or just kind of hanging out that I have to remind, like, time to move. There's shade at the other place. So I'll get these guys moved and then we'll be all done. I just got to move. So this paddock is a little bit different. Actually, the next few paddocks are going to be a little bit, see, there they go. I just had to remind them. These paddocks are going to be a little bit different because we want to use this watering system. So what I have to do is create a lane that runs from, I think I'm going to run it from this post and just go down and wrap around the water and then come back up. They won't graze in any of this because they've already grazed it. It's all eaten down, so there's nothing for them. So they'll pretty much stay up there and then just move back to get water or possibly lay in the shade right here, which is no big deal. So this one may take a little bit longer just because I have to run basically kind of another paddock in order to get down to the water. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use 2 spools. I'm going to run, I run their fence with one spool, and then I'm going to use a different spool to run the water with. That way I can leave the water lane up when I move them, and then all I have to do is just extend it to like the next paddock. I think that'll work. I think it'll work better than trying to like rerun it every time because I feel like that would suck. So I'm just going to use 2 of them, and that way I can just move it or just extend it to the next one. So they're over eating already. So I'm going to get this water lane set up, and then yeah, we'll be all finished. All right, well, the cows are moved. They are up there. You can see just somebody's head right there. Actually, I think it's somebody's butt. So they're moved. I've got you can see it around the water and it goes back up. It's attached to the other fence. So everything is electrified and they are good to go. Ryan just got home, so we are gonna head in and see if we can get that little chickie's legs put together and see how that works out. So let's head in and doctor up a little guinea Keet. Like I mentioned, we have one of these little guinea Keets that has splay leg. If you're not familiar with what splay leg is, basically their little legs perform the splits, and it can be a whole bunch of different reasons that it happens. Sometimes it just happens and you don't really have any control over it. But what you can do is wrap their little legs together to help get those muscles to get used to being together instead of spread apart. So Ryan's gonna help me. It's a lot easier if there's two people. I've actually never done this. I've seen it a million times, but I've never had a chick with this bad a splay leg that it doesn't correct it on its own. It was doing fine. It was doing a lot better, and then it's back to like basically running around with a split. So we're gonna get him fixed up. Hopefully this will work. I've seen, you know, a bunch of people say that they can get it repaired within just a few days or maybe even a week at the most. So we're gonna get him wrapped up and see if we can get him on the mend. So you can see he's got a pretty bad case of it. He's trying to escape. He looks like a frog. He's got a pretty bad case. You can see his legs are pretty far out. So we're gonna get him wrapped up, and I think this will do a lot of good for him. Is he like totally fighting you?
Not really.
Mm-hmm. What I'm using is a little bit of vet wrap. This stuff is awesome. So I'm actually starting off a little bit wider than what he should be at, but this will give him a good start, and then maybe tomorrow or the next day we can just kind of tighten it up as we go along. So hopefully we just need to keep an eye on him and make sure that he can get around and he's not falling over too much. All right, guys, well, we are getting the last of the animals in. Ryan's trying to talk the chickens into going in, as usual. And yeah, everybody's in. We are done for the day. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'll give you updates on that little guinea Keet that we fixed its legs. I'll keep you updated on its progress over the next couple days, and fingers crossed it works. So good night. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.